Welcome to the Custom Vantage Office training video on sales tax. So in Custom Vantage Office, we have a very nice way of creating your sales tax. You have a sales tax code, and that code shows up on customers, and it is set for their standard tax code. It also shows up when creating an order or an invoice, and it is done by the line item so that you have the tax rate for that particular line item, and the tax is then calculated for you. Now, in many cases, the tax rate is made up of multiple components. So in creating the sales tax codes, we also have to create some sales tax components. So an example might be, if we're going to create a new tax code for California, and maybe in California we've got to create multiple tax codes because they're broken out by counties and cities. So we would create sales tax components. I've clicked on components. I'm going to click on new, and we'll call this first component CA state. So this will be the state sales tax. I'm going to give it a description, state sales tax, California. And if we look at this, we see that the base sales tax for the state is 6%, and then there's a mandatory local rate of 1.25%, and then there are multiple local ranges so that it adds up to anywhere between 7.25% and 10.25%. So what we realize then is that we have to create this state rate at 6%, and we're going to assign the general ledger account for this. Okay, and we're going to say this is a state sales tax, 2,300. Right. Now we can put them all into all of the components into the same place, and the sales tax liability report will break it out for us. Now we need a new component, and we'll call this CA mandatory local. Okay, and California okay, and this we saw was 1.25%, and again we're going to go to 2,300 and save that. And then I'm just going to make up a local one. I do not know what the rate is. I could look it up, but we'll call this Los Angeles City, and we say that that is 3%, and we save that. Now we've created those components. I'm going to make one more, and we'll call this Sacramento City, and let's just say that that is 0.6%, and save. So now I can create my new tax codes. Remember, it's the tax code that gets assigned to a customer and therefore an order and invoice, and I will call this CA-LA, and it is made up of California State, the California local mandatory, and Los Angeles City, giving us a total tax rate of 10.25%. Then I could make the additional ones and set each of them to have the appropriate components. Some of them may only be a state, some of them may only be a state and a county. In either case, Custom Vantage Office allows you to accommodate all of those